I'm so excited. So much of British pop culture helped inspire me when I was writing the novel, and we've snuck some of it into the film as well, so I'm very excited for audiences over here to see it. The idea first came to me way back in 2001, and it was what if Willy Wonka had been a video game designer instead of a candy maker? I was heavily inspired by Roald Dahl, the Wonka books, and also James and the Giant Peach. I wanted to write a story like that. It all grew out of the idea of if Willy Wonka held his golden ticket contest inside his greatest video game creation, and that was a sprawling virtual world that comprised all of pop culture. I know, right? I tell people I stopped worrying about the film adaptation 3 years ago when he signed on board. From that moment, I've just been excited. Once you work with him, he's Steven Spielberg. He is such a wonderful collaborator and so generous, and he'll take good ideas from wherever they come from. He's so open and collaborative, and just makes it a joy to work with him. His enthusiasm is infectious. It was pretty amazing. I made them show it to me twice in a row because I knew the first time I would just be so overwhelmed. So it was wonderful. But I got to see it a few times before I saw it with an audience, and then I felt like I really had seen it as it was meant to be seen. It's like almost a communal experience. So I love watching it with an audience. They're fantastic. Ty Sheridan is from my hometown in Austin, Texas. And we've become friends. I love Philip and Wynn. I've had so much fun working with everyone. Everyone in the cast has been amazing. Oh my gosh! Well, I think they're in for more of a fun time at the cinema than they may have had in decades. This feels like an old school Steven Spielberg movie. It feels like Jurassic Park or Back to the Future, like one of those. Just you go or after the setup. Once the title comes up, then you're just on a roller coaster ride that doesn't stop. The book and the film of Ready Player One are about an eccentric video game designer named James Halliday, who has developed a virtual world called the Oasis that has more or less replaced the internet, so it's become the most valuable economic resource in the future. And he dies in the opening of the story and leaves behind his fortune and control of this virtual world to whoever can find an Easter egg he's hidden inside pretty much the greatest video game ever made. So our story follows a young hero and his friends who band together to find the Easter egg and prevent a large corporation called IOI from getting it first.